Hi and welcome to our web series. For those of you who don't know, my name's Jez, I'm the youth worker at St Saviour's.
And I'm Nathan, and I'm the youth and children's worker here at St Paul's.
Today we're going to be looking at the question, what causes you to take your eyes off Jesus? And we're going to be looking at a character in the Bible who does just that. And we're going to link you now to a news report from this week, which we found really interesting.
We did.
Breaking news. Men get into a boat.
Yes, indeed. It has been reported that a group of men, known as the Disciples, were seen getting into a boat. Hold on. What kind of a headline is that?
Oh, it's a slow day. We've got to make do with what we got.
Fine, we'll try and make it interesting then. They set off across the lake, their leader Jesus staying behind on the shore. This was in the days before speedboats and electric engines, so muscle power would get them across.
Yes, indeed. So, if you could pick up your oars and pretend to row with us. Whence my friend Scoot McLean says 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right, that's enough of that. That's exhausting, that is.
That is very exhausting. Very. Oh, wait a minute. This just in. A storm was brewing.
Yes, indeed. Later that night, some distance from the shore, the boat was being thrown about by the wind. What are you doing?
Well, I'm being thrown about by the wind. We said this was a boring story. I was trying to make it a bit more interesting.
Well, yeah, but it's not just like a light breeze, you know, it's not just a little gust. This is gale force storms we're talking about here.
Fine, I'll try and make it better for you. Oh! The waves are getting me. Okay, I think it's died down. I think we might have to go to a break. I'm going to go get changed.
Join us after the break as this story develops. Welcome back from the break. There have been updates to our latest story. News just in, man walks out to the boat.
Yes, indeed. Shortly before dawn, Jesus walked out to his disciples in the boat. Hold on a second. That can't be right.
No, it is. He walked out to them.
What, on the water?
On the water.
And he didn't sink?
He didn't sink.
How did the men in the boat react?
Let me check. They were terrified. They thought it was a ghost.
Oh, must have been very scary.
But Jesus told them not to be afraid, as it was in fact him.
Oh, wait, this just in. Man gets out of boat.
Yes, indeed. Having been called by their leader Jesus, one of the disciples, I'm told it was the one named Peter, said to Jesus that if it was really him, call him out to come out to him.
Which Jesus did. And so Peter walked across the water to Jesus.
Hold on. Peter walked on the water?
Yes, he did.
One thing for that Jesus bloke to be doing it, what with all the amazing things he's done and miracles and him claiming to be God and whatnot. But Peter, can that be possible?
Well, let us see as we go over to our man in the field.
So, because I broke Jez's phone last time, he said I have to do this competition, this challenge, and that because we're looking at Jesus and Peter walking on the water, that's what I'm going to have to do. But Jez said I have to wear shoes. I think he wants me to ruin them, but joke's on him. I'm going to be fine, I'm going to do it. So here are my shoes. And just to prove that there's no like hidden glass in the water, I'll just put the camera in so you can see. There we go. Right, here we go then. I'm gonna walk. Do it. I can walk too. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. That didn't work, but I've got an idea. I reckon they probably were running, so I'm gonna have a run up and do it. Give me a second. Give myself maximum running space. That's it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I have proven there that it can't be done.
Well, thank you very much to our man in the field. I know he's a pretty amazing guy, so if he can't do it, it must have been a miracle.
Well, I mean, I happen to know that news reporter personally, and he's a bit of a buffoon, so maybe he just did it wrong.
Wait, what? How dare you? He is a great person. Anyway, carry on.
Well, if he is right, then that truly is amazing then, if Peter really did walk out to Jesus. Hold on. Breaking news just in. Peter began to sink.
Yes, indeed. It was all looking so good one moment for Peter, stepping out in faith, walking on water. But then
Then he saw the wind and he took his eyes off Jesus. He was afraid and he began to sink.
But as he was sinking, Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught him.
You of little faith, Jesus said, why did you doubt?
They both climbed into the boat, the wind died down, and they headed on across the lake.
Can I have a wow?
Wow! Those in the boat worshipped Jesus, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God."
See, in the story, Peter took his eyes off Jesus. And that's where our problems in life start, where we start taking our eyes off of what's important and onto these lesser things. Keep your eyes focused on Jesus.
So there are loads of things that can distract us in life, and we thought we'd have a little prayer activity to help you to remember to be praying to God, to focus on Him. So all you're going to need is a piece of paper, a pen, and some scissors. And what we want you to do is to draw around your foot. Now you can either do it with a shoe on, a sock on, or go barefoot and get those toes in as well. Now, once you've done that, maybe with the people around you, you could discuss what it is that distracts you from God, the things that maybe you struggle in life, and write them down in your foot that you have drawn. And then take some scissors and cut it out. Once you've done that, find somewhere that you could stick it up in your house. Maybe it's on the toilet door, or the fridge, or in your bedroom somewhere where you will see it daily, to be reminded to pray to God. And that will also just help you to focus on Him each day. So Jez, have you ever had something really important to do, but actually you've been distracted along the way?
Oh, I get distracted all the time. I find distractions really difficult to deal with. I'm one of those people who I need a reason to do things. If I'm doing an essay, I normally get myself a bag of donuts, and then every 200 words, I'll have a donut.
200. Wow, you must have eaten a lot of donuts.
My dissertation, I got very overweight towards the end of it. But I find if I don't have those reasons, I get distracted. I'll be on social media, I'll be checking my phone, and before you know it, it's like hours have gone,
Okay.
and I've done virtually nothing. So I need that incentive.
So has anything ever gone wrong because of a distraction?
Yes, I distinctly remember you graciously allowed me to work in your office, which is now my office.
Yep.
I was doing a take-home exam.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd given us the question and gave us 24 hours to answer it. So it's kind of halfway between an exam and an essay.
Yeah.
And again, I was doing my techniques, and I was taking every few hundred words, I'd take a break or I'd do something else. And I think at the time we were playing Guitar Hero. We would go.
Yeah, I think we were testing it out for a youth group.
For a youth group,
Yeah,
of course.
for a youth group, of course.
Yeah. And so every few hundred words we'd go and have a quick game of Guitar Hero. And there was one time where I went to go play Guitar Hero, and I came back to find that my computer had decided to update itself. And it was estimating it would take 6 hours to finish the update. And the dread, the complete panic of not knowing how much work have I lost, what's going to be saved, what's not going to be saved.
Yeah.
You know, 6 hours, that's going to leave me with 2 hours left. How am I going to finish this with 2 hours? What if it takes longer than 6 hours? You know, am I going to be able to get this together? And thankfully you lent me your laptop so I could write the rest on that, and with 2 hours left I was able to merge them together. But things can go wrong when you get distracted.
I do remember that day quite vividly, actually, and the worry on your face. But so there's distractions that distract you from exams and things. But what do you think distracts people from God?
Oh, all sorts. I think it's life in general. I mean, it's so easy to get bogged down in what's going on, and to not actually find that space to invite God in. You know, the amount of times I've been praying and suddenly my phone will ping, and I'll be like, oh, I'll just check that, and then I realise I've started looking at social media and started looking at my phone and texting people, and actually I've not been praying for the last 10 minutes. So I've got to add that on the end, and yeah, there's a lot of things. I think, you know, sometimes I'll be praying or reading my Bible and just a thought will ping into your head and you go, oh, I wonder where this goes. Well, that implies that, and it just, so much of just life just gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah. So how do you make sure that you don't get distracted while trying to spend time with God?
So part of that is to identify what your distractions are. So if you're the type of person who gets distracted by your phone, then turn your phone off for 20 minutes.
That'll be hard.
Yeah. I sometimes find like I'll turn my phone off and then I'll still check it. And it's like, wait, no, I turned it off for that reason. So identifying those problems, but also is prioritising. You know, saying I'm going to put this time aside specifically to be with God, specifically to read the Bible, to pray with God and to meet with God, and that can take a number of forms. I've got a good friend who says that he always meets with God by appointment. So he always takes his diary, and the first thing he writes in his diary is, Tuesday at 12 o'clock, I'm going to spend an hour praying and reading my Bible. And then if something else comes up, if someone goes, oh, do you want to go do this? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to go to the cinema or go for a kickabout?
Well, people can't really do that now, but...
But the thing is, if that option was available, he would say, no, I'm prioritising this over that.
Yeah.
So I'm putting this time aside, so either we're going to have to reschedule or you guys can go have fun, but I'm going to be praying, I'll meet you after. And so actually putting that time aside and saying, this is the time I'm putting aside specifically to be with God, I think that's a really powerful thing to be doing.
Yeah. Actually, Sarah and I found that this last Sunday, what with not being able to do church in the way we normally do, we set that time aside to like watch the reading, watch the sermon. We also put on some songs to sing together, and we spent some time praying, and it felt just really nice, actually, like inviting God into our home. It was something that actually made me think, actually, I'd like to do this more often. And I found it really helpful. So, thank you for all your insights.
I think that's one of my big prayers with this time of coronavirus, is that we learn to do church outside of the church building.
Yeah.
So we can learn to do it at home and live church in our everyday day-to-day lives.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. So, I'll just quickly pray to wrap up. Dear Lord, we still live in a time that is uncertain. And we do just pray, though, that we would be looking to you and we wouldn't be distracted by these fears and these worries, but that we would set our eyes on you, just like Jesus was trying to teach Peter to as he walked out on the water. And we do just pray as well that you will help us to work out how church looks in this way, and that we'll be able to spend more time with you because there'll be less things going on. Life will be less busy, so we can put that time to just talk with you and know you and work out more of what you have planned for us. Lord, we do just pray that, as we come out of this as well, that we will see new ways in doing church. Amen.